with stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing all cylinders.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
We're all on this planet together. So join Odyssey and find your one thing. After Halloween, your used jack-o'-lantern and other gourds are great additions to any compost pile. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
This is KNX News, 97.1 FM.
The people you know.
The voices you trust.
At 12:30 in the morning, I'm Bob Brill. After nearly 3 years, the LA City Council votes to end the COVID pandemic renter eviction program.
Starting February 1st next year, landlords in the city of LA will once again be allowed to evict tenants for not paying rent and other reasons. Councilmember Bob Blumenfield.
We cannot have an indefinite moratorium. How do we end it? It's never going to be easy. There's no great date to end it. We have extended ours more than almost every other city in the nation.
Council members have heard from both tenants and landlords for months now before setting the date. City Council President Mary Martinez calling it a compromise.
We cannot let this burden fall on either one of either side, whether it's be the tenants or the mom and pop landlords. This policy that was put into place 2 years ago was intended solely to keep people housed and keep them off the streets.
Tenants who've missed payments since the start of the pandemic would have to meet repayment deadline. Reporting from City Hall, Natalie Tavidian, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
LA County's DA says a company that had access to the personal info of potentially hundreds of LA election workers allowed the sensitive info onto computers in China.
The CEO of the Michigan-based software company known as Canik has been arrested for allegedly storing personal information of LA County election workers on servers based in China. DA George Gascon says that Canik handled scheduling, payroll information for LA County election workers, and Gascon says even his own personal information could be a part of this case. Stored on servers in China, says it's a violation of federal law.
Yes, election workers' personal information, names, social security information, addresses. We have no reason to believe that the information has been sold or compromising any other way other than being stored outside of the U.S.
Gascon says the CEO of the company, Eugene Yu, he's under arrest in Meridian, Michigan. In downtown Los Angeles, Craig Figner, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Four burglary suspects led police on a wild chase across several freeways.
Talk about alarming. A couple wakes up to a security camera alert that someone broke into their garage, and within 5 minutes, a dangerous pursuit began. The BMW fishtailed before slamming into a big rig on the 91 freeway at Downey Avenue in Long Beach. Then the driver's door opened, two men rushed out. They jumped over the center median and ran across opposing traffic, narrowly avoiding getting hit. Moments later, they were arrested on the freeway. The police chase started in Walnut in Masan Raza's neighborhood. This is crazy. The people who live at this house told us the men tried to break into their home. The victims say their security camera system alerted them just before 7 a.m. when two men went through their garage. The suspects even tried to kick in a locked door as the alarm blared. The homeowners called 911 and gave detailed descriptions of the BMW as it drove away. The LA County Sheriff's Department says the patrol deputies spotted the suspects while answering the call for help. The victims say the sheriff's helicopter also got here in about 5 minutes. That's when the chase began along a handful of local freeways, with the CHP taking over the pursuit from the Sheriff's Department. For about 30 minutes, sparks flew after the BMW lost its front right tire and kept going on its rim. Along the way, the BMW sideswiped a couple of cars, knocking the rear bumper loose. It eventually fell off after the car hit a box truck. Back in Walnut, Masan Raza says the break-in reminds him of what he encountered last December.
I was actually followed all the way from LA into the community, and I didn't have to turn on to see that. I got out of the community, went to the nearest police station, and the left.
Even though although this community has private security, he says that may not be enough.
Last year when all that happened, I actually got an armed security guard for 2 weeks to make sure. Probably do something similar for this holiday season.
There were 4 men in that BMW when it crashed. All of them have been arrested. They've been booked for attempted residential burglary.
CBS 2 KCAL 9 News reporter Jeff Gwynn in Walnut. The man suspected of kidnapping a Central Valley family has been found, but the family has not. Deputies in Merced found Jesus Salgado after he used the victim's ATM card. He tried to kill himself before they got to him, and he is hospitalized in critical condition. Salgado is accused of kidnapping a baby, child's parents, and an uncle from a convenience store that they owned in Atwater, which is near Merced. They were kidnapped at gunpoint. He fit a similar description taken on surveillance footage at the store. Family are members of the local Sikh community. No ransom demands were made, no contact was initiated by the kidnapper, and that child was only 8 months old. Arizona's Attorney General has reached an $85 million settlement with Google to resolve a lawsuit over the tech company's practice of tracking users' locations. Lawsuit said Google used deceptive and unfair practices to track users and used that information to target them with ads. The AG says the settlement marks the end of one of the biggest consumer fraud lawsuits in Arizona history. Coming up in just about 3 minutes from now, LAPD dealing with the death of an officer in a training accident earlier this year. More on that coming up in 3 minutes. It's 12:35. We're checking traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. For that, we turn to Summer Compass.
We've got a hit-and-run crash being reported. No injuries. 10 west at Villa Verde. It looks like the remaining car is should be on that off-ramp. The 5 north at Osborne in the valley. We've got a crash blocking the middle lane. It looks like they are called an ambulance to that location, and there is a bit of backup. Just ahead of them, the 5 north connectors to the 118 are both shut down for a few hours. The 134 west at Lancashire Boulevard and Toluca Lake, they have blocked off that Lancashire off-ramp. That's for an overturned pickup truck that is blocking that off-ramp. So for the time being, that will not be in use, and I don't see too much delay as you head through that area. There is some Caltrans work on the eastbound 10 through Baldwin Park. That's from the 605 over to Francisquito. We've got some road work in Dyer Bar, the South 57 from the 60 to Pathfinder. Got a couple of lanes closed there. And if you're traveling through Long Beach, the 710 north up about 5 a.m. Next report at 12:45 on KNX News 97.1 FM.
Hey, the temperature for you right now, we are looking at Baldwin Park, where the temperature is currently 65 degrees, 64 in Norwalk, East LA at 65, and in Sylmar at 64 at 12:37.
Tom Brown Lending is a DBA of TB Lendings, MNLS 2078229, Tom Brown's NMLS 366860, DRE 017897756.
If you are a senior citizen, you need to keep what you have. Stop worrying about what might happen and feeling like your life is spinning out of control. Take action and call me, Tom Brown, today at 844-949-5600. Let's find out if reversing your forward mortgage and eliminating your monthly payment can help you sleep better at night. You've likely worked most of your life for your home. Maybe it's time homework for you. And don't worry, if a reverse mortgage is not for you, there are other options available to consider that can potentially help. If it can be done, we can do it, so call me. I'm Tom Brown, proud Navy veteran. 844-949-5600. Call 844-949-5600 or Google TomBrownLending.com.
Plants can use a lot of water. So when summer rolls around, I grab my garden shears and I prune them as much as possible. Less leaves and flowers means plants need less water. That's a good thing during the drought. I'm looking at every way I can to save water outdoors, because every bit of water saved helps my community. This is how we save water. For more water-saving tips and rebates, go to bewaterwise.com.
Local music, local food, local cause. Join us Sunday, November 13th for Making Memories Festival at LA's State Historic Park. Get your tickets today at alzheimersla.org/Making Memories.
12:38 at KNX News 97.1 FM. Death of an LAPD officer in a training accident earlier this year is the focus of a report and a lot of questions from members of the LA Police Commission.
The director of the Office of